Hey guys, Young here. So today, it's very unfortunate that I noticed some huge red flags before earnings, before Facebook earnings, and I was quite traumatized, and that's why I thought I should do a video about it. So anyway, to be honest, I really like Facebook, and in fact, on 14th of April 2019, I actually posted a video on YouTube that only has like 21 views. So support me, guys, support me. So anyway, I had this video here that shows that there's strong financial growth in EPS, revenue, net income, consistent gross profit margin increasing despite the increase in manpower, and then there is consistent earnings beat. You can see that mobile ad users increasing, monthly active user increasing, and all metrics are very good. This is based on their previous earnings. It was just 1 or 2 months ago. Now, as a user, I can detect that Facebook algorithm is playing with my Facebook, because I noticed that they are always matching my favorite videos. Like I started watching Running Man because they keep matching Running Man to my Facebook feed, and each video, right, has around 3 to 5 ads in one single video. That's like, I feel that there's too much demand in ads and then too little supply, because they're trying to squeeze all these ads into one video, because they're trying to increase my engagement and then trying to keep me watching all these ads, and I can't skip these ads, right? Because if I want to watch the videos, I can't skip these ads. So I really like Facebook. I feel that they would do very well for earnings, and then that's why I posted this video on 14th of April 2019. But then down here, I really love Facebook, right? I openly tell you guys that I really love Facebook. I'm super bullish on Facebook. In fact, I'm going to show you how bullish I am. So anyway, huge disclaimer is that I'm not a certified financial analyst, technical analyst, or planner. I do not seek to influence anyone's decision. This presentation is just an expression of my personal opinions. In fact, all this whatever I'm going to show you guys, I actually gathered from sources like the SEC, the Morningstar, and also Capital IQ. I think I forgot to put this down, but I got quote the source later. So from Capital IQ, which is S&P Intelligence. So now I have 8 bull calls. That's how bullish I am. 8 bull calls in Facebook. But after I saw these red flags, I reduced my position and I added some protection to my positions. Alright. Now, what happened was, so you guys actually see it. I forgot to cover it. So anyway, what happened was that in March 2017, there's a Facebook analytical scandal, right? And share price fell all the way down. Okay, then we noticed that there's some insider selling that occur. In fact, not only I noticed, in fact, a lot of media, like those news and Bloomberg, all this, they all picked up on it, that there have been some insider selling all the way up to here. And then it hit here, the first trigger point. And what do I mean? Now, according to Bloomberg and CNBC, you can see the sources are here, right? I quote all the sources because I don't own the sources, right? Ahead of earnings, Zuckerberg on that day, this is the earnings day, because that day Facebook closes after market. Facebook reports after market close. Mark Zuckerberg sold hundreds of thousands of shares, roughly $30 above what they're trading on Thursday. The CEO sold 240,000 shares during market hours Wednesday, July 25th, the same day the company reported earnings, and 524,000 shares earlier. So what I did was, this is according to Insider Score, right? So what I did was I actually did a quick calculation. This $240,000 is actually $51.6 million saved just before market close. And if you calculate this one, there's at least another 100 million. So that's a total of $150 million saved before market close, right? So these are some like huge abnormal insider sellings that most people will not be aware of. Now, according to Bloomberg, they have shown that ever since after the Cambridge Analytica incident, right, insiders has been selling up to $3.9 billion worth of stock. And then when you look at this chart, you can see Mark Zuckerberg sold 3.5. All these people start selling a lot, total amounting to $3.5 billion before the market actually tanked down. Alright. Then we also notice that Mark Zuckerberg sold 13 million shares in quarter 2, right? 13 million shares in quarter 2. Let me just bring you guys back here. Quarter 2 is around this period. Alright, this period. He sold 13 million shares, alright? So can you imagine how much money he have saved before the market actually crashed downwards? So the next day, what happened was that the market plunged 20%. Facebook immediately lost $120 billion in market cap. Over one night, Facebook just lost this much. But Mark Zuckerberg did not lose much because he saved all his money. He sold most of his shares before, not really most, because he owns millions and millions of shares. So he owns billions of shares, sorry. So selling this amount of shares does not actually mean anything to him now, okay? So anyway, I think he owns 750 million. Yeah, 750 million shares. So selling 13 million does not mean much to him. But if you think about it, who will complain when you can save money, right? And this kind of, especially when you take 13 million shares times around average price 100, and let's give him like 180 lah, 180 around here, or maybe like let's put it as 190, okay, around 190 $200 lah, okay, because he did sell some here, so we average it out 180 to 215, right? Average it out to 190 here. That's still like billions of dollars, right? So who will complain if you can save billions of dollars? Prevent yourself from losing billions of dollars. Nobody will complain. Or obviously, he cannot sell most of his shares because he still have to keep voting and everything. But he managed to save a lot of money over that few months. Now, and on 31st of December, Mark Zuckerberg increased his shares, right? Coincidentally, over here, he increased his shares all the way to here, you know. So I'm going to show you guys how I get this later. So share price after which rose from 120 to 180. As you can see here, and then earnings date also coming up just tomorrow after market close. Now, on the 22nd April Monday night, while I was scrolling through my calculator, right, that I actually developed on Google Sheets, I realized that there's huge insider selling activity and there were no buying activity. Now, let me just show you guys quickly. Oh wait, before that, I need to explain something. So, when top executives or shareholders with more than 10% of the holding, right, sell their share, they're required to fill out this form called SEC Form 4 for any business transaction that includes buying shares, selling share, options exercising, and acquisition and disposition. So they're required to submit and make public within 2 business days. Now when we take a look at it, right, let me just quickly click on Facebook. Okay, we can see the insiders activity on Morningstar. So let me just bring this screen over to Facebook. Right, we can see that the recent few days are 18th of April, this 23rd. 18th of April was last week, Good Friday. Alright, last week, one day before Good Friday. He has been selling shares all the way, sell shares. One day he sold, down here was $15 million worth of shares. Right, he has been selling a lot of shares. On 17th April, he sell again. A lot of shares. All these are by millions, right? Then Sheryl Sandberg also sold shares. The vice president also sold shares. Mark Zuckerberg on 16 also sold shares. Keep selling all the way. All right. Now, when we look at it, we compare it with Boeing. Right. Boeing actually had people die from the airplane crash. Right. So it's reasonable stock to actually compare with. Now, Boeing on the other hand, when people actually died, right, they did not sell any shares. In fact, the most recent activity was acquisition of shares. So you can see what I'm trying to highlight here, that, and somehow you can take a look at it. Facebook shares has been climbing up recently, and there's no market news to suggest anything that should sell off the shares. But I do not know why the key executives are selling shares. So the most shocking thing is that, right, since 1st April 2019, right, I've actually went to tabulate all the Morningstar data and everything, right. Within 18 days, Mark Zuckerberg sold a total of $230 million worth of shares. Sheryl Sandberg sold 38 million. CFO sold 1.6 million. The Chief Product Officer sold 12.8 million. The Vice President of Business and Marketing he sold $3.3 million worth of shares. The Chief Accounting Officer sold $233,000 worth of shares. All right, and in a total, they actually sold estimated. All these are all estimated because I cannot get the real exact value. Right, estimated $307 million worth of shares in just 18 days. All right, if you tell me that's not a red flag, I really do not know what to say. right? Within 18 days, that's how much they sell away. Now, this one I got this from S&P Intelligence. You can see all the sources here because they say they have to cite all the sources, right? So I do not know what to cite and I just cite every single thing. So full disclaimer, this whole thing is by S&P Intelligence and they pride themselves with getting 99% accuracy in data. So what happened was that we noticed last year, this is second quarter, right? You can see that Mark Zuckerberg sold, according to CNBC, they sold they said that he sold 13 million. So around there lah. So we down here they highlighted was 20 million shares. So it's around 3.5 to 3.9 billion dollars worth of shares. Then on 31st of December 2018, right? He got acquisition of $31 million, 31 million share count. Alright, he actually went up 8.51%. So his share count from 366 million. Sorry, so just now I was wrong about share count. So now the share count was 366 million all the way to 397 million. Then what happened? The latest one, okay, on this is somewhat accounted on 18th of April. I'm not sure it's sold or what but it has just disappeared. 32 million shares just disappeared. Alright, just some is sell, some you can see is sell, some is all, and you can see that this one was one of a huge market drop. Right, for Facebook, he sold the percentage change was negative 5.16%. This time round is 8.28%. And I calculate it, if you times this and this times together, it's $5.9 billion worth of shares. Alright, that's a huge amount of money. So that's why I'm very concerned. Is there something going on with the company? Now, summary, I love Facebook, man, guys. I really love Facebook. As a marketer, as an entrepreneur, as a digital marketer, I love Facebook and how the value it provides me. But the thing is, I cannot predict the movements of Facebook, especially when its earnings is a 50% upwards or downwards. I cannot tell. Now, I've reduced my position from an initial 8 bull call and I've added protections to it because I feel that there's some insider selling. And like I said, there's huge insider selling before earnings, which makes me a bit suspicious. Within 18 days, they cleared away $300 million worth of shares. The largest insider selling by CEO Mark Zuckerberg since IPO was just this 32 million, round off 33 million shares disappeared from his own holdings. Alright, this is the largest ever insider selling he have. Now, some people will say that they're actually donating to what Chan Zuckerberg Foundation, right? I totally respect that and I don't mean anything, but from what I see from SEC filing, right, if you go, you can just go check those SEC filing, right, you can see that back at this time, right, most of the shares were also disposed of by that foundation. So I'm really confused whether the foundation is selling the shares or holding the shares for Mark Zuckerberg, right? So those are things that we can look at, and if you have any insights, please let me know. But then for now, I would say I feel that it's a huge red flag, and these are my actions. I do not seek to influence any of you guys because at the end of the day, earnings is a 50-50, and like I said, as a user and as an investor, I feel that Facebook shares will soar up after earnings. But the thing is, just these red flags are making me quite concerned. Alright, so once again, I'm Yongik. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.